Okay, last part was the chorus. The chorus is in it 3 times. Ava's the narrator. You will do the chorus the same way for 3 times. So there's the opening, there's a chorus, and then there's the first verse. Rex is the narrator for the first verse. So I'll walk through Rex's part, then I'll walk through Rose and Ava's part, and then I'll do them to music for you. So the words to the first verse is, they were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a feint into a slip, and they were kicking from the hip. So this time Rex is the narrator. The first part, all 3 of you do the same way. So, they were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. It's 3 kick steps, 4 kick step, step, step. So, kind of do the step, step, step funky. They're really fast, so you don't have a lot of time. So it's kick, step, 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 kick, step, 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 kick, step, step, step. That's what Rex does. That's what Rose and Ava will also be doing. You'll all be in a line. And then they were chopping them up. They were chopping them down. Rex is kind of going to back up. And Rose and Ava, Rose will be go on this side and Ava on this side. They will go across in front of Rex. And Rex is going to do 8 quick high block chops and 8 quick low block chops, single. So they were chopping them up. Kind of dancing, funky movement while you're chopping. They were chopping them down. So that's Rex's next part. And then all 3 of you do the same thing again with Rose on this side of Rex. And Ava on this side. It's an ancient Chinese art. So feet together, hands bring in everything and come together in a slight bow. And everybody knew their part. Hands out, encompassing everything. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. Again, that's all 3 of you. And then Rex is from a feint into a slip, and they were kicking from the hip. So from a feint, it's like a psych out punch. From a feint into a slip, and they were kicking, jump, left side bump, from the hip. So, from a feint into a slip, we're kicking from the hip. That's Rex. This is Rose. So after Fast as Lightning, and Ava has just blocked 2 kicks, Ava goes this way and Rose goes this way. To get ready for it. They were expert timing. Rose is just kicked, and she goes this way. And it's the 4 kicks. They were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. Rose attacks first, chops to the neck. They were chopping them up, and then blocking against Ava like this. You just kind of have her miss you twice. She's chopping low at that point. You guys want to miss. So she will avoid your chops, and then you will avoid hers to your ribs. So you're chopping to her neck, she's chopping to your ribs. And then you all 3 do, it's an ancient Chinese art. Everybody knew their part. From a feint, you and Ava both feint into a slip. You and Ava both slip. Rex is facing this way, ahead of you. You just slip behind him. So he's here and you guys are here. And they were kicking from the hip. If you can, I want you and Ava to do a side kick. So it's up and out at knee level, about, and then another side kick, up and out as high as you can. So up and, so kicking from the low, high. If you can't stand and do those two, we'll figure something else out. They were kicking from the hip. And then it goes back to chorus. So you, Rose, will fade back this way. Ava will fade back to the middle. And Rex will fade back to this, to the chorus part. So, alright. And then Ava. So, there was funky China men from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up. You are backing up and avoiding Rose's chops to your neck. And then chopping them down. You are chopping at Rose's ribs. Chopping them down. And then you come back over. It's an ancient Chinese art. Everybody knew their heart. And then you and Rose both turn this way. Rex is going to turn the other way. You're going to fake, slip back from a feint into a slip. And they were kicking from the hip. 2 kicks. I can't do 2 good side kicks. I hope you guys can. Alright, this is Rex's part. I'll go from the beginning of the chorus to the end of the chorus beginning. Expert timing is the end of the chorus. Punch, Rose punches, both of you kick. Rex's part. Alright, that's Rex. Rose's part, from the end of the first chorus to the beginning of the second chorus. So, it's the first chorus. I'll do the ending of Rose's part of the first chorus. Punch, Rex punch, Rose punch, both of you kick. Get over here, Rose. All 3 of you are doing these kicks. Chop, spin chop, avoid. All 3 of you do this. Feint, slip back, double side kick. And then you go back over here. It's all very fast, Rose. I didn't keep up, but I'm sure you can. This is Ava's part for the first verse. I'll go from the end of the first chorus to the beginning of the second chorus. Rex is the narrator for this first verse. You get over here for the kicks for Ava. Avoid Rose, and then chop at Rose. So I got the kicks wrong. It's a little high. I was a little slow, but I'm sure you and Rose can do it a little faster.